श्री KRN राजेश कुमार, प्लीज। माननीय मंत्री जी।
सभापति महोदय, उत्तर सभा पटल पर रख दिया गया है।
फर्स्ट सप्लीमेंट्री।
Honorable respected Vice Chairman sir, I thank you for opportunity given to raise the first question. In this moment, I would like to extend my thanks and gratitude to my beloved leader, Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thalaivar Thalapathy and Annan Udayanidhi for sending me this upper house. The Honorable Minister to reply to the Lok Sabha unstarred question number 4668 dated 24 March 2021 and started the respected of the Kundankulam project 3 and 4 which are expected to complete in 2023.
Please be brief to your question.
Of the cost of
Be brief.
84 crores. Only the 6,700 crores has been allocated in 2021.
No, it will not open. You have to be very brief in your question.
Oh, please.
It's
First
not a statement. No,
please,
I'll not go.
expected in Kalpaka project, the extent and the company in 2022 sanctioned to the cost is for
Please, no, you are putting Mr. Rajesh Kumar in question.
70 crores and allocated in 2020, which are very meager in nature, keeping in the view.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vice Chairman sir, I appreciate the concern of the honorable member Thiru Rajesh Kumar ji, hailing from Tamil Nadu. He wants to learn about the status of Kundankulam. I am sure he will be delighted when I share with him that in spite of the COVID pandemic, because of an extra impetus given by the Honorable Prime Minister to the enhancement of the atomic energy generation and setting up of new units of the reactor, the Kundankulam plant has been progressively showing new constructions and increase in the generation. Now, as far as his question relating to the completion of the third and fourth unit is concerned, he will be happy to know that when this government came in 2014, in the end of 2013, Kundankulam first unit had just been established, but it was during this government, under the guidance of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi, that of 2014 onwards, the unit 1 became functional. Later on, precisely on the 15th of October 2016, within 2 years, the second unit also became functional. Then just 1 year later, in 2017, the construction for the third unit started, and after 6 months, the construction for the fourth unit has also started. All this has happened only in the last 6-7 years. And hopefully in 2021, we plan to start the construction of unit 5 and unit 6 as well. So in other words, within these 2 terms of the present government, Kundankulam is going to have as many as 6 units, whereas in the earlier term of the UPA government, hardly the first unit was in the process of being established. And not only that, earlier on, the demand from the honorable members' party often was that there was lack of power generation and they wanted the share of the state to be increased. But I am glad to note that now there has no longer been any kind of demand of that nature, which in itself is a testimony to the fact that the overall generation has increased. And in 2017-18, if the generation gauges were 38,336 mega units, this year ending 20, despite COVID pandemic, it has been 46,472 mega units. In the COVID itself, we have increased the power generation by more than 4,000 mega units. Thank you.
Second supplementary, please be brief, Rajesh ji. Please
Okay.
Brief.
Whether any compensation has been paid to the landowners and any jobs given to the wards of those who have given their land for the Kundankulam power project, and there is any pending amount to be paid to the landowners on this basis.
Thank you.
No, I appreciate the honorable member's concern, but the matter of fact is that not only the land compensation is being taken care of, even the other aspects of it are being taken care of. In fact, in spite of the COVID pandemic, the NPCIL, which is looking after the Kondavelam project, was taking care not only of its laborers and workers, but also of the COVID victims around. And it had arranged railway trains to transport back laborers who hailed from Bihar, from Tamil Nadu to Bihar. And immediately 26 crore was donated by the NPCIL for the relief of COVID victims. This was in addition to the CSIR amount from the overall Department of Atomic Energy. So I think due care is being taken, and I appreciate the concern of the honourable member who hails from there.